Why, hello there, sinners. I do apologise in advance if I sound kinda odd, more odd than usual, or sniffly, or cough. I'm going to try and cut those out, however, shit happens, as they say. So thank you, YouTube, for removing the whole demonetized thing from swearing. Not that I'm monetized yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But, sinners, let me tell you about my week. This may end up being a bit of a short one, but allow me to yap for a little bit, if you will. So, this week has been a toasty one, but also I have been sick. I've come down a bit of a cold, so I've not been in the office and stuff for a bit, which, to be honest, not that bad. And to be totally frank, I don't want to spread anything, so it may end up being the whole week. Honestly, I might just do that, because by the time you're watching this, I'll be fine, but at the time of recording, I'm a bit sick still. Melting away. But what did we get up to? Well, we did more painting. I have most of my little guys painted for my Solar Orcs force. I keep getting tempted by other things, bloody custodies of all things. The Shadow Keepers, man. They look cool. They look so cool. I must admit, if they do plastic 30k custodies, I might get weak. Their dreadnoughts are beautiful, man. The dreadnoughts they're beautiful. But, anyway. I could yap on, but I'm going to try and keep with the Solar Auxiliary Force. I at least want to make a functional list before I move on. Which is going to take some time, but that's fine. I also need to get a nice little bit of storage for them, so they don't take up like desk space unnecessarily. So I've kind of made a rule to myself that until I get storage, I don't get more. Simple as that. And to be honest, I want to hold off on spending a little bit. As, well, 3.0, it's not drained the bank entirely, not even slightly, actually, to be honest, but it's enough of a chunk that I'm going to be a little more cautious on spending just for a little bit, just until we're back to where we were before. But it's fine. I knew it was going to cost an arm and a leg, and it's going to be worth every single penny. But how these things are, you do VTubing, you pay a price. But you get what you pay for. And I'm getting some damn good stuff. And I've been confirmed it'll be a little earlier than I expected, though I'm going to say October tentatively, just to account for any delays or anything that comes up. It could end up being finished before our anniversary week. If that is the case, well, goddamn. All I'm saying is, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it immensely. I don't like to rush things, but at the same time, I'm not saying when it comes around, I'm just going to jump on it, because, I'll be too excited. But maybe I'll want to spend some time with it just to get used to everything before I show it all off. Maybe. But then, sometimes, chat, you've just got to raw dog it. Yes, that is what I said to your mother last night. But, in all seriousness, you know me, I roll the punches. Even when they're punching me. Brutally. In other news, I've been playing more Frona. I decided I'd try and get a little better at it. I'm going for my Frona phase, Jess. Sinners. God, I was doing so well. Oh well, too late now. Yeah, same difference. I call you guys sinners or chat either way, so it's fine. But, dearest sinner, there's been a few delays in places. A few meetings have been moved aside. But it is what it is. Discord shenanigans happened. By the time you're hearing this, it should have all happened now. It's just been pushed back to this coming week. Or the week prior for you watching now. Now, as for what I have planned, some of this put a little asterisk in all this, because my plans could be changing after this week. We'll see. But I want to do a bit more Frona, of course. I want to see if we can squeeze in a couple of collabs here and there before the end of the year. I've got one coming up. You'll have seen it by the time it goes up. And then Well, of course I've got my Dark Heresies as well. Those are technically a collab, so those will still be carrying on for a while. I don't see that campaign going anywhere anytime soon. Honestly, there's a very real chance this thing goes on for a year and a half. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But I'm enjoying the process, and you know what? I'm having a lot of fun. The weird part is, I think I'm enjoying actually running the sessions more than I'm enjoying planning them. It sounds strange, but I really like running them. I will say, there is some talk soon, TM, there being a Cosmere TTRPG, which I'll be a player in. This will be offline, and honestly, I'm looking forward to it because I get to be a player again. I mentioned it a couple times. You have to understand, I have not been a player in so long, it's not even funny. And honest to God, I really miss being able to just have a character. But I really want to pour some effort into it. I have ideas, I want goals, lofty intentions, right? But we'll have to see, because the starting point that we're going with isn't the original intended one, but I still think this one gives more opportunities for everyone. And I think I can make it work, but me and the DM are going to have a little chit-chat. I believe this Saturday, or Saturday prior for you, you're going to hear that a lot, unfortunately. I've got a few things planned this weekend. Or less. You know what I mean. But as for how I've been generally, I've been a bit rough, as I say, health being a bit meh. Bit of a cold, I believe. I say it's a cold. It's not, that virus or anything worse. I thankfully jumped on it and dealt with it very, very quickly. So it's not getting worse. It's definitely getting better. Don't worry, I have no intention to let anything get me that sick again that I end up hospitalised. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, don't want the t-shirt anymore, never want to see the t-shirt again. So, yeah. But otherwise, it's been a pretty chill week, as I say. I've been playing, I've been painting, a little bit of planning here and there, and otherwise, I've just been relaxing, for the most part. I've been trying to take it easy, let myself get better, let my body do its thing, try and get some sleep where I can, keep myself hydrated, all that good stuff. And thank you very much for all the well wishes. Very much appreciated, seriously. It's very kind of you. But as for the content-wise, I admit there's been a bit of a delay on things outside of what I'm already doing. Again, some of that is because I wanted to wait to see what this meeting turned into, because we could end up with a bit of an action plan, which in that case, I will action that plan. So there's been delays on that one. So no real progress has increased yet, I will confess. But I think now that the painting's almost done, I can spend a bit more time planning. And maybe next Sunday I will do another off day where I just plan. So it's, I might stream, but I may still stream in the day, but it may be a more casual stream where I just do something, whatever. I've not really felt the pull back to Total War, but the pull to Final Fantasy XIV has been strong, Sinner. It's been strong. I'll tell you what it was. I recently re-listened to the Endwalker music. What's it called? Footfalls, that's it. And my God, did I forget how absolutely gorgeous that song was. That and Shadowbringers. Oh, God. Hearing that music again, it made something well up inside me a little bit. That game came to me at a time where I needed it. And it filled a hole for me. It filled a deep, deep hole. And honestly, I forgot how much I missed it. Now, it's in a rough spot in some respects, but it's not in as bad a spot as some people will say. I don't know if I'm going to come back to it, but it fills a hole, And sure, there's a very real chance I'll end up playing it on my own again. I wish that wasn't the case, but I think sometimes you have to make your own fun, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll figure things out. I've been playing some... Ooh, that's something I've been playing. Stormgate. So far, so good, actually. I wish there was a tutorial for every faction, because the Infernals and the Celestials have no tutorial, and I think that's abysmal. I think they need a tutorial. We need to be shown, hey, here's the basis of how they work. I don't want to have to try and figure them out. Like, just a baseline tutorial will do. You have to go crazy, just a basic, here's their mechanics, here's what you do with them. The Terrans are pretty easy. Terrans? I think they're called Terrans. Vanguard, sorry, the Vanguard. Sorry, it's because they're all Blizzard devs. I started thinking StarCraft, but the human faction, the Terran. Vanguard. The Vanguard. I will remember that. I won't, but still. The Vanguard. And, you know, they're pretty simple to pick up, pretty simple to play. I like them. I like all their optional units they can swap into mid-campaign that you can get in the co-op commander stuff. I hope the AI becomes a, like, commander in the co-op commander stuff, because the idea of having robotic troops, which come up in one of the missions, honestly, I think that's pretty cool. They should do more of that. The other big thing I think that would be really neat is definitely, and this will probably be when they add the campaigns for them both, but we need to dig into the Infernals and the Celestials. The Infernals, I am very interested in seeing how they're going to portray them when you play as one. Because, you know, the way I see it, I'm hoping they don't pull, like, a StarCraft 2, right? Go back to days of Brood War and StarCraft 1. Let me play the evil bastards, okay? Let them be endearing, but let them be evil bastards. Kerrigan, in StarCraft 1 and Brood War, was an evil bitch. She called herself the queen bitch of the universe for a damn reason. Because she fucking was. She was an evil, maniacal, manipulative monster. And it worked. They kind of lost that characterization in StarCraft 2. Don't really get it. Love the design in StarCraft 2, don't get me wrong. Still think about it. Anyways, but point is, I hope they make sure you can play the baddies, right? And I'm curious what the Celestials' angle is. It seems like they're very lawful, but it's like not necessarily good. It's like they will sweep away humans or Infernals for meddling with their affairs, and Infernals just on sight. So I'm very curious how they're going to work. Not completed the whole Vanguard campaign yet, but I'm liking what I'm seeing, and the game is in a much better place. Please update the Celestials. As an angel myself, I would quite like to see my people getting the full rep. At least I've got Age of Empires 4, whether we have angels in that too. Honestly, we need more angels and things. Listen, angels are disturbingly underrepresented in fiction, I think. I think you can do a lot of stuff with celestial creatures. I honestly do. We don't have to be the bad guys. We can be morally grey. Like, the law, you know, the whole thing of the law being lawful. You can be a bad person, but still follow the law. You know? Being an absolutist to the law without any thought about context, greys, or anything like that can be a problem too. But honestly, I think just experiment a bit. Like, demons are such a broad tag, and really, so are angels. No one's got the guts to experiment. Most of the time. You see like, the occasional one. It's why I like the Arknight's angels, because they're a bit more out there, but they're still angels. That's why I was inspired by them. That's why I blended some cyberpunk stuff into my own lore. Because I felt that it could be used in an interesting way. Still demons in my lore, but, you know, they're easy to put in. Because a demon, even a cyborg demon, you can still easily identify a demon. But angels, I think doing a bit to try and push the bar a little bit with them. They can keep the spirituality stuff here and there, but I think push the bar out a little bit, put the boat out, try something, because you might be surprised what you can do with the concept. But anyway, that's my brief concept and why angels need to be more used in fiction. Which you should. If you're writing a book, use angels. Seriously, try it. Think about it. See if you can break away from some of the old molds, make your own thing. I did it. It was a lot of fun. So go for it. Look at the already existing works on them, and then think how you can do your own. Example, technically, I'm a seraphim. I have 6 wings. You know? I have these wings, I have these wings, I have the wings on my head. You know? Look at the whole wing combo. And that was partly accidental, but partly just, you know, somewhat semi-intentional design. Also because original me was going to go more old school angel. You'll see some of those sort of things more portrayed. Like I say, 3.0 is a refinement of the concept, not a change. So I hope that you'll see what I mean when it comes to that. But anyway, I think that's enough from me today. I can feel my nose going and a cough coming, so I'm going to end it all here. Well, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed yourselves. If you've liked, please drop a like down below. It'd mean a lot to me. You can dislike it too if you want. I shan't punish that sin too harshly. Until, you know, I have to take you up there and then, you know, you can explain yourself later. But in all seriousness, you can do it if you want. Please leave a comment as well. I'd be interested to hear your feedback, or just say hi if you want. It's up to you, I don't mind. I read my comments. Might not always instantly read them, but I promise you I always read them, for better or worse. And if I've somehow endeared you to me, in some regard or another, the subscribe button is right there, and look how lonely it is when you haven't clicked the button. I think you want to click that button. You do want to click that button. In fact, there may or may not be a VIP pass straight to heaven if you press that button. Maybe. All-inclusive. Perhaps. But, that being said, thank you very much for watching. I've been Baron Cobra, your Cyber Angel VTuber, and I shall see you all next time. Until then, ta-ta for now.